So hey guys, it's me again, Goldie. So I'm back, and as I have promised you in one of my previous videos is I'm going to show you around what we're doing in Australia and how we're rolling. So as you can see, I'm filming now with the iPhone of my boyfriend actually, because I find it way too hard to move around with the tripod and the big camera with the Canon. So what I'm showing you right now is background. See all those greens and the palm trees, and it's beautiful. So right now we're staying at Anna Grove Caravan Park in Mackay in Australia, and I'm sorry in the shadow right now. Maybe it's way better that way because anyways, without makeup today, as you can see, but it's just, I figured it's just a beautiful sunny day, so no need to put makeup on, and let's just relax. So yeah, what I was going to show you is how we travel. So I'm going to switch mode in a couple of seconds and show you our van that we have bought a couple of weeks ago here in Australia. We bought it in Cairns in Queensland, up in the north. We're still in Queensland traveling, and yeah, this is how we are going to spend, or this is how we spend our past 4 weeks, and this is how we're going to spend the next 8 weeks. So all in all 3 months traveling through Australia and exploring the east coast. And yeah, since we have a van to sleep in actually, we're staying at caravan parks most of the time, so this is quite comfy for us, and the van has actually turned out to be more comfortable than we would have assumed. So yeah, so I'm going to switch mode now on the phone because it can't be done unfortunately while filming, and I'm going to show you around the van, and yeah, see you then. So, and here it is. This is our 2001 Mitsubishi van. As you can see, there is no fancy graffiti on it. I think those of the graffiti would have either been like very old and crappy, or very expensive and in good shape. So the one was probably too shabby for us and the other one too expensive. So we went with this solution here. So as you can see, it's quite an old-fashioned van. Yeah, and it has been sold to us like with new tires on, and as you can see there's two, I hope you can see it because it's in the shadow somehow, there's two like one surfboard and one shortboard, which was included actually. And yeah, so let's just go around and take a look at the car so you get a picture of what we're talking about. So look at the plates. I'm really in love with those plates. I mean, it says here, I hope you can read it, it's Queensland, Sunshine State, and it really is Sunshine State. So let's open. Alrighty. Okay, so I hope you can see it. So before I started filming, actually it wasn't that sunny, so now the sun has come out, and yeah, so everything is in shade now. So as you can see, that this is our trunk. This is basically where we store all of our supplies. So above you see the blue ASCII fridge, and you can see a tiny little, I'm going to come closer a little bit. So this is our tiny little gas stove here, which really comes in handy, I think, you know, like you pull this open and there's a tiny little gas tank in here that you fill it up with, and yeah, it lasts quite long. So we've cooked so far like for 4 weeks, no, 3.5 weeks, I'm lying, 3.5 weeks, and yeah, it still lasts. So yeah, and you can see here, very practical, tiny little drawer, you know, with all the cutlery in it, and a lot of helpful devices here in the kitchen. So, and it comes in like with a nice little color, I like that. And this is where we basically store, like, I don't know, you see the oil, and what else do we have here? Sugar, and that's wheat, I believe. Yeah, so, and here we have like a cooling box, another ASCII fridge, and yeah, and then basically here down below, let me show you, there's a drawer, like it's a huge drawer. Let me just step back so you can see that. It is a huge drawer where we put in all of our supplies. As you can see, there's apples and pears, and yeah, that's all the supplies that we got, like beans, canned of course, coconut milk. So tonight I'm going to make curry with the coconut milk. This is what I promised Mike. And what else? Black pepper, of course. I need that. And then salt. And the funny thing is this salt, wait a second, let me just show you. Like this salt we have bought in Kyoto, I believe, in Japan, before we came here. So that is a funny thing, it's still here. And then, yeah, of course, like more salt and sesame oil, of course. And then we have vinegar, which I love, you know, the dark vinegars. Yeah, let me just zoom out a little bit because I have to push back this drawer. Yeah, and this is usually where we have a little space left next to the supply drawer where we can put in water bottles, because it's quite hot up here in Queensland. Alrighty, let me just close the trunk. And again, take a look at those plates. I mean, Queensland Sunshine State, which is really funny. I love it. So, and this is the van now from the other side, where you can enter it, where the bed is in, and where we have more drawers under the bed in order to store clothes and other stuff that we just carry around with ourselves. And yeah, here on the left side you can see we're perfectly fit for camping. As you can see, like we have those Austrail chairs, and it all came with the van, so that is really a good thing actually, because we would have had to buy everything. So as you can see, it's 2 chairs. Oh, I have to go back so you can see it, and one tiny little table. And as you can see, there's my notebook and my earphones, and I've been working in the morning. So yeah, and here you can see, I know he will hate me for doing that, but I will film him from a distance so he can't complain. So there's Mike on the bed watching TV or watching some series, I don't know. And that is our van. So you can see those 2 drawers under the bed, which are quite practical. They're huge. You can put like all of our clothes fit in there, and we just had to kind of reorganize it a little bit because we didn't know where to put what. And then let me just show you one special thing. So I have to show you the steering wheel, of course. As you can see, the steering wheel, which is very funny for us Europeans, or most Europeans, it's on the right side, which means that it was very funny driving on the left side. You know, when we came here, we bought a car. I do have to admit, being a car driver for 15 years and having a license for 15 years doesn't mean that you know shit about driving on the left side. So that was quite exciting. So I'm going to show you now on the back of the car without filming Mike, because I know that he will hate me for that. Yeah, so I'll be right back. Alright, and we're now in the car, as you can see. I'm sorry, I do have to apologize for the mess that we've made, but it's been a lazy day today. So you can see the speakers, so we have one, and then there's one in the front. I'm going to zoom in, and then in the back we have some kind of a shelf where we can put, so there's boxes. All of those boxes were sold with the car, and this is where we basically put in our stuff. So I'm going to show you what's inside. Oh shit, no cursing, I know. So in those boxes we basically keep like everything that we need, like for hygiene, and I don't know, shampoos and conditioners, and this is my shampoo, I believe, yes. And then shower gels, and I don't know what. Oh yeah, I have to show you. Like I bought this a couple of weeks ago when we first came here, because we've been traveling so long and I haven't had a perfume with me all along, because there was it wouldn't fit in the suitcase actually, in my backpack. So I had to buy this from the body shop. Look at that, Fuji green tea. So I smell like a green tea when I put this on, but I love it. It is so refreshing, and I love the fact that I bought it in Australia. And then we have 2 more baskets with, you can see it's some kind of game in there, and literature, and I believe it's all cables and chargers. And then let me take you out of the car because Mike is getting grumpy already. So we have, here's the shoes, you know, and as I said, this is the drawer like with the clothes, and then we have another drawer with the clothes, and then there's plenty of space which you could use for whatever, but we put in, like, this is Mike's ukulele, and this is Mike's electric guitar, and as you can see, this motor oil, because you need that when you're on the road. You have to, especially when you go with a car that you don't know, you will have to go and take care of the maintenance. All right, so that was me showing you around, showing you around our new van. I hope you now have an idea of what it is to travel around in a car, in a tiny little camper van around Australia. So far, of course, there's been like a couple of first days that we needed to adjust to it, because we've never done this before in our lives. So this is our first time camping around, and or camping. Yeah, I've been camping like quite a few times in my life, but I didn't like it that much. But we never did it with a car, actually. It was always with a tent and, you know, those plastic mattresses, yeah, you would use, and I hated it, actually. So this one's here. Taking a look at Mike. Okay, he's still watching TV, having fun. So basically this is like a new experience. I'm going to take it to the backyard because the background is far more beautiful here. So this has been really, like the first couple of days have been really needed. So we needed them to adjust, you know, to get used to sleeping in the car. Like I remember the first 2 nights have been very exciting because I was scared to death, you know. But I do have to admit that I love watching all those series like CSI Vegas and CSI Miami, and I don't know, I've been watching them quite too often probably, so I'm scared to death. I was scared to death sleeping in the car, and I'm still against free camping because I'm still, like Mike goes, Mike would like to go for that option, but I'm still very scared and I wouldn't know how to survive that night. So yeah, but everything else is quite fine, so you get used to it quite quickly, and it's very cozy and comfortable in the van. Would have never thought that, actually. But to be honest, I mean, as long as you're organized, I guess, so you have to keep organized while you're traveling, and you have, oh sorry, that iPhone is making me crazy because it pops up a lot of information. I have to get used to filming with that iPhone of Mike's. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I will make the best to upload it as quick as possible. So much for showing you around, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come back for more because I will be filming these days again. Yeah, what else? Yeah, if you like this video, I would appreciate it if you comment on it, leave me comments, tell me if you like it, tell me even if you do not like it, and tell me why you do not like it, because this way you make sure that I can possibly change something or do something better next time. And yeah, if you like it, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, subscribe, share if you want to, and yeah, come back and visit as well my Instagram page, which would be Goldetta, and then Twitter, which would be Goldie Knox Music, which of course refers to my music page. And then I do have a Facebook page which will be Goldie Knox on Facebook, but it exclusively refers to my music, so, but you can hit the like button if you want to. So until then, I see you, and take care, and bye!